Today we will discuss about candidate elimination algorithm. What is candidate elimination algorithm? The candidate elimination algorithm finds all desirable hypotheses that are consistent with the observed training data. Okay, so here this candidate elimination algorithm, it will find a describe all different types of hypothesis for the given data set, whether that data set is positive example or whether that data set is negative example. Irrespective of that, it will create a different hypothesis, all describable hypothesis, that may be specific hypothesis or that may be general hypothesis. Both things it will be created. Hypothesis will be created using candidate elimination algorithm. In the finders, we are creating only specific hypothesis with the training data will be positive. But here we are creating general hypothesis and also specific hypothesis with training data will be positive or negative. Okay, the hypothesis is derived from examples regardless whether the x is positive or a negative example. Okay, so the hypothesis will be derived whether it may be the data set, it may be a positive example or it may be negative example. Here we are taking an example. Okay, this is whether we will enjoy sports or not. Okay, so here we'll have six attributes: sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water, and forecast. So based on this parameter, sky is sunny, air temperature is warm, humidity is normal, wind is strong, and water is warm, and forecast is same. So if based on these attribute values, whether we will enjoy sports or not. Okay, so in that first one is yes, this is a positive data set. Second row is also yes, this is positive data set, and third one is no, this is negative data set, and fourth one is yes, that is also positive data. We are initializing that general hypothesis with the question mark and specific hypothesis with the theta values. How many attributes are there now? That attribute values will be assigned. Okay, so initialized. Okay, take the first instance. Okay, so first instance will be sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same, and S. Okay, so that one we are taking. So here the sunny for x1 is initialized. This is the x1 instance: sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same. Okay, so here already we are initialized general hypothesis all are question mark and specific hypothesis all are theta. So when it is positive value, so what we are doing, so here this is the first value. So first value is having a positive data set. So what we are doing, whatever the values are there in the first instance will be copied to a specific hypothesis S1. Okay, so sunny, warm, same values, because initially we have theta values. So here we have a specific values. All specific values are copied to specific hypothesis. Keep the general hypothesis same, the question mark. So whenever we are getting a positive hypothesis, we will change the specific hypothesis. Whenever we are getting a negative value, a negative data set, at that time we will change the general hypothesis, keep the specific hypothesis same. Okay, so in iterations we are taking x2. Okay, instance x2, that is second row: sunny, warm, high, strong, warm, same. Okay, so here this is the positive data set. We need to look into previous specific hypothesis and the current instance. Okay, so we will compare the values of each attribute. Okay, so here sunny is there, sunny is there. So if both are same, keep the same value in the next hypothesis S2. Okay, and warm is there and here warm is there, keep the same value S. When there is a difference, here normal is there, high is there. When there is a difference between the values, okay, so normal is either when there is a between the values are different. So at the time what we are going, so we are going normal, high with our difference. So what we are doing, so we are going for the general hypothesis value question mark. Okay, we will go for general hypothesis value. Okay, and here strong is there, strong, both are same, keep the same value. And warm is there, warm, and both are same value, keep the same thing. And same is there, keep the same value. So it means whenever we have a value different, at that time we will go for question mark and keep the G2 same value. So anyway, G1 has a question, all are question marks, so keep same value because this is positive data set. Okay, so here G2 and S2 are here, and when you come to iteration 3, so we are taking the instant x3 value, that is third row: rain, cold, high, strong, warm, change. Rainy, cold, high, strong, warm, change. So here when we have a negative data set, so don't change anything in the specific hypothesis. Whatever the values are there in S2, keep the same values in S3. Okay, so don't change anything. So here we are keeping the same value in S3. So this is the negative data set. What we are doing, we are changing in the general hypothesis. So how we will change the values of general hypothesis? You can compare with the instance x3, current instance x3, that is third row of data set, with the specific hypothesis of S2. Okay, or S2, because S3 also okay, because same values we are copying from S2 to S3. So when you compare these things, x3 with the S3, okay, okay, so here when you compare this, rainy and sunny is there. Both are different. Okay, you can compare with S3 or S2 because both values are same only. Okay, so X3 sunny and rainy. So there is a difference. Okay, so when there is a difference, what you need to do when there is a difference, keep the specific hypothesis value in the general hypothesis. Okay, so when there is a difference between the x3 and s3, okay, so keep the specific hypothesis value in the general hypothesis and all other values put question mark. Okay, so this is one set for first position of the data values. Okay, so when x3 rain is sunny, then there is a difference. Then what you need to do, we need to keep the specific hypothesis value in the general hypothesis. Okay, come to next one, cold and warm. So here also there is a difference, cold and warm, there is a difference. When there is a difference, so then keep the specific hypothesis value. This is in the second position. So in second position, keep the specific hypothesis value in the general hypothesis, and in all other position put a question mark. Okay, so first one is question mark, second one is warm, and third, fourth, fifth, sixth, they are question mark. Okay, that is when there is a values different, then go for the in general hypothesis, keep the specific value, specific hypothesis value in that. Okay, and high, and here a high is there and here question mark is there. When there is a high and question mark is there, okay, don't change anything. If there is only values are different, okay, specific values should be specific. Okay, when there is a values are different, you can keep specific hypothesis value in the general hypothesis. Okay, so when there is a question mark and value, don't change it, don't write anything, that's all. Okay, strong and strong and strong, so when values are same, when question mark and value, don't write new general hypothesis, don't write anything. Okay, so when there is a values are different, at that time you write the new general hypothesis. Strong, strong, no, same values, don't change, and warm, warm, no change, and here change same. There is a difference. When there is a difference, keep the specific hypothesis value at that specific position. For other things, you can keep the question mark. Okay, so we have done this one. Okay, so now G2 becomes G2, from G2 to G3, say a lot of changes are here. Okay, so this is the in third iteration, we are getting the general hypothesis, this one, and specific hypothesis. We are copied the same from S2 to S3 because we are not changing anything because this is negative data set. Okay, so when you come to iteration 4, okay, so here in iteration 4, this is a positive instance. Okay, when you have a positive instance, so we are concentrating only on specific hypothesis. Okay, so here compare with S3 with the X4, S3 with the X4. So sunny is there. Previous hypothesis with the current instance. Okay, sunny is there, keep the same value. Warm is there, keep the same value. Question mark is high is there, so keep question mark here. And strong is there, keep strong. So cool and warm, there is a difference. When there is a difference, put question mark in the specific hypothesis. Same and change, there is a change, then keep the question mark in the S4. Okay, so keep the question mark in the S4. So this is the specific hypothesis of in iteration 4. Okay, so then, so we need to evaluate the general hypothesis. Okay, so here a general hypothesis, we have 3 different values. So we need to compare with that specific final specific hypothesis value with the G3. Okay, so when there is a difference, we will remove from that one. Okay, so here in first position S4, sunny is there. In G3 also first position sunny. So the values are same. Okay, don't change anything. Okay, so in second position warm is there. Okay, in second position warm is there. Here in second position warm is there. Both are same. Keep values are same. Okay, so here when you come to third one, so here Okay, so when you come to warm is there, warm is there. When you come to third one, okay, when you come to third one, so this in the last position we have same is there in this G3, but here in S4 we will have a question mark. So for any hypothesis, for general and specific hypothesis, the value should be, the values is present in one data set, one hypothesis, that value should not be different. Okay, so here sun is there, sun is there, warm is there, warm is there in the specific position, but in that last position we have question mark is there. We in this specific in general hypothesis we have a specific values. In specific hypothesis we will have a general value. So it means we need to remove this final thing, final set of hypothesis G, and in that G3 the same this third hypothesis values from the general hypothesis. When I remove that one, I will get this is the final G4 is sunny, and sunny with all question mark, and in say first position question mark, and in the other things it will be warm and question mark. Okay, so this is the final hypothesis S4 and G4. This is the sunny, warm, question mark, strong, question mark, question mark. This is in G4 sunny, question mark, and in this for second set it will be question mark on all are question mark. So this is the candidate. We are finding the general hypothesis and specific hypothesis. Okay.